So today in Auckland we are going to stuff ourselves, but the right way.
We are going to be going on a food-orientated tour.
Yep, today is a big bad rainy day right here in Auckland, so we are joining Elle from the Big Foodie Tour for a big food tour around Auckland.
Awesome weather in Auckland today. I'm really happy we're not jumping from the plane.
Because it's morning, there's no better place to start than with the best coffee in Auckland. And we're heading to the Miller's Cafe, which is a really hidden cafe that you would have no idea even existed unless you were a local. The best part about Miller's Coffee is right to the back of the coffee shop is this huge roasting machine, because yes, they actually roast their own coffee beans here. And Elle tells us all about the roasting process, but my favourite part of the process is actually tasting the coffee at the end. New Zealand and especially Auckland has this huge coffee culture, and Kiwis are absolutely crazy about their coffee, so this is the perfect place to start our Big Foodie Tour. There's also chocolates involved which taste absolutely amazing. They're made with Whittaker's chocolate, which is a must-try chocolate in New Zealand. You see it in supermarkets everywhere.
These guys import a hell of a lot of the real creme de la creme of European produce, and that's what their business is focused on.
Up next we are heading to the cool suburb of Mount Eden, and we're going to a store called Sabato. It's apparently the best place to find some of the best European food in New Zealand, and they are stocked up. This is such an insider place to visit in Auckland because that's where most of the really famous chefs in Auckland buy their produce, including some of the Master Chef New Zealand.
Alright, so we've just been left by ourselves to explore this place. There's a ton of tasters, there's a shitload of delicious European food. I want to try some balsamic vinegar.
That's actually amazing.
Elle gives us a little bit of time to shop around and actually taste a ton of stuff because yes, this is where the chef shops, so they need to test most of the products, and there is no better way to taste all those balsamic vinegars, amazing olive oil than actually trying it for ourselves. But you guys know me by now, I love cheese. I am such a cheesemonger, and there is a massive cheese tasting tray. The lady behind the counter is giving us the opportunity to taste almost every cheese we want. We just have to point it out and actually get a bit of a taster. It's so amazing how much she knows about every single one of the cheeses which are in front of us, and it's amazing to taste some really good old European flavor. There has been a really long time that I haven't tasted so many amazing cheeses. But while we were tasting a ton of different cheeses, Elle has been prepared a little table with a few more tasters to have.
Elle gathers some of the best produce on sale at Sabato and tells us the story behind every single one of them, and this is where her expertise really comes into play. She's actually a food judge, but on top of that, her bubbly personality and amazing storytelling just makes this whole section of the tour super fun. What's really interesting though is that she's picked a few things that there's often people wouldn't like. For instance, wasabi, oysters, mushrooms. There are a few people around that don't really like those sort of things, but with these products, we actually find some that we really love. However, when it comes to the wasabi tasting, some people just really can't take that spicy taste.
Yep, nah, I just can't do really spicy food, so when it's my turn to try a full spoon of wasabi, I am just out of my breath. Literally straight away, I am overspiced. But moving on from Sabato, we are now heading to the Auckland Fish Market. Located in the Wynyard Quarter, the Auckland Fish Market is actually one of the best places to check out the awesome seafood that New Zealand has to offer. New Zealand has amazing seafood because there is so much coast around the country, and Kiwis literally live on the sea. There's so many different marine species right here and ton of fish that I've never heard about before, and Elle shares us knowledge and tells us how to cook most of them. But it's time for us to eat. We've been looking at food for way too long, so we head to another restaurant nearby in the Wynyard Quarter. Fireworks is one of the most famous smokehouse and grill restaurants in Auckland. They actually do a heaps of different type of meat, type of grills, and if you are a meat lover, this is one of the best places to visit when in the city of Say.
After grabbing a few drinks, Elle orders us a meat platter, which is the best of New Zealand's surf and turf. We're having oysters, beetroot salmon, fish twizzlers, sausages, steaks, and lamb shank. It is absolutely delicious and a great way to end the Big Foodie Tour. After our meal, we are leaving the restaurant licking our lips.
Yum, yum, yum.
Each cheese is incredible. What can I say? It's like melt in your mouth. Just super smooth and creamy, flavoursome. Oh my God. We need to stop buying that volumetric mild cheddar. Why do we always keep it cheap when we do our supermarket shopping? Just treat yourself.
Because I'm not made of money!
Why can't you be richer, Robin? Why can't we be doing like a luxury website travel magazine thing and not a fucking backpacker guide website? Honestly.